Invited guests, good evening, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, all African youth organizations here, all protocol duly observed. I welcome you all to the press launch of Change Africa, which is an initiative put together by several youth groups across the African continent to project and promote positive quality leadership skills in the youth of Africa. It's important that even as it's still roughly the beginning of the year, as we put together our New Year resolutions and plan changes in our lives, we also plan change for the continent in which we find ourselves in. Leadership and change are inseparable. Leadership goes with change, change goes with leadership. So I believe that this is a step in the right direction, and so would commend or give an applause to Sarah.
However, there is persistent concern that many African states do little to add value to their raw agricultural produce and diversify their economies, making them over-reliant on non-renewable natural resources. Africa is getting relatively poorer on average, and other natural occurrences such as flooding, bushfire, etc. have made the situation direr. For instance, in 2012, the drought in Northeast Africa, such as Somalia, Ethiopia, and Kenya, drove millions of people who were already living below the poverty line into the severe starvation. This is according to the World Bank report in 2011. It is estimated that almost 50% of the population in sub-Saharan Africa live.
Who we look up to as icons in our Change Africa movement. Now, I would like to just focus on just 3 of them to point out some very important lessons we can all pick up. First of all, if we take Kofi Annan, amongst the 7 leaders we spoke about, Kofi Annan is not your typical politician. Most of the people in the list are politicians, and of course, the highest level you can get to as a politician is to become the president of a particular nation. And most of the people contained in the 7 are people that rose up through the ranks of politics to become change makers, and eventually they became presidents of their various countries and contributed to the development of Africa. But if you look at Kofi Annan is not your typical politician. Even though he's a Ghanaian, he never became the president of Ghana. But therein lies a lesson that we as young people can pick up. Not all of us will become politicians. And politics is not the only vehicle through which we can create change. Kofi Annan.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you look at the change is already happening. If you look at the theme of African Union this year, the theme is silencing the guns. Of course, you can't have development without peace. And so the AU with this initiative seems to the countries that are affected by conflict, so Sudan, Somalia, South Sudan, and
so I'm going to teach you how, or give you a little demonstration on how you can actually subscribe on our website. So you first type in changeafrica2020.org, and then it loads and brings you to our homepage. On our homepage, we have
free 1 million t-shirts. Why $5? Now, when the t-shirts are produced in Ghana and we are transporting it to, let's say, South Africa, now we are targeting, like we said, 1 million African youths. We are not looking at Ghana, not someone in Kumasi or Tamale alone. We are looking at people in Kenya, people in Nigeria, and people in Sierra Leone. Now, if you purchase this t-shirt, sorry, you're not purchasing, when you subscribe, like we said, you are entitled to a free t-shirt. When you subscribe,